I was gonna start crocheting again today, but then I was like, no, beads. Beads is where it's at.
Beads are your future.
I don't know if I'm a bead girl.
I want to see what you're working
don't
on,
know.
though. Because I'm interested.
Oh, once I get some on the string, I'll show you. Don't even worry. Right now, I'm trying to make like not a choker, but like a loose or like a somewhat tight-fitting necklace, and it's little cherries that go all the way around.
That's so cute.
And then I was gonna make one that was flowers, and can't get the flower one. Cherries I can do, but the green color that I have in the beads is too pale, so it looks too close to the white. I need like a dark green, and I don't have that.
So is this like the beading where you have to like get them in tension and like make shapes out of like circling them around each other? Okay.
Yeah.
Those are hard. That's hard.
I'm having a hard time. My friend does it, and she's like really good, and I'm always like, oh, I could do that. I'm not having a good time.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time. But maybe I will. I just need to figure my shit out.
Power through
practice
the learning
more.
phase.
I need to practice. Yeah. So we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I was gonna say speaking of practice, but then I was like, those ghosts had plenty of time to practice.
Speaking of people not having a good time.
Well, that's true. That is so true. I've never seen people have a worse time so fast.
Oh my god. When watching this, you think it's really going to be like a slow burn to the end, and it like starts a little bit slow, and then it's like, by the way, bloodbath.
It was just so funny because I've seen this movie before, and you know me, I don't fucking remember anything. So I was watching it, and I went, blood? They can do that? I thought we were just in for like a classic haunting.
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was going to be very changeling. Not so much.
Oops. So, speaking of all the things we just said, we're talking about We Are Still Here. That's it,
yes.
right? We are still here. Okay, not I am.
I are still here.
Good. I are still here. I'm still here. Oh, boy. And what's funny is we watched this how many months ago? At least 2
months.
2 months ago. And then I moved and didn't have a place to record. And then my move was really bad. Probably the worst move we've ever had.
Oh, God.
Just because of going back and forth.
Well, you had to move everything twice. It wasn't just like out of one place into the other. You did out of one place into an intermediary place, out of the intermediary place into another place. That sucks.
And then like had to get everything set up, and it's just been so hard. Our stuff is still like some of our stuff is still there. But it's 45 minutes each way. So it's been a lot. But I'm here.
In the void.
And I've got a setup. My desk isn't connected, which I've told Kate, so if anything falls, it's because I leaned on it too hard or something. I don't know. But we're talking about We Are Still Here.
Yes.
And we haven't recorded in 2 months, so everyone be chill.
You're like so nice to
If
us.
I forget something, shut up.
It's none of my business
They're
what I
always
usually
nice.
do, okay?
It's listen, I'm not gonna go back and find out. There's gonna be like new sections we've never done before, and we're like, you know how I always talk about like the set design specifically, and then we interview the set designer. You know how we do that.
He's in the green room.
He's in the green room. Let him in. Wow. You know what? Check ourselves. We said he immediately.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Leave it in. This is a learning
We have
process.
to be honest
okay,
about
we're
our
learning.
progress.
That's the patriarchy
We are still
right there.
learning.
We are still learning, and we are still here. Which are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, We Are Still Here. It was made technically I think 2014, but then released in 2015. So it was written and directed by Ted Gagan. So I'm gonna say these movies. I only included movies that he had also directed. There's a few that he also wrote, because he wrote and directed this one. But these are the only movies he's directed, and this one is a mouthful, so please get ready. The International Playboy's first movie, Ghouls Gone Wild.
What? What?
The International Playboy's first movie, Ghouls Gone Wild. That's just one.
I know, I love it.
I like what's great is that like that is the funniest one on here, and I started with it. I didn't like save it. Also Mohawk and Brooklyn 45. not 99.
I was gonna say we love Brooklyn number. Or number.
Yeah, Brooklyn number. So that's that. I looked up Playboy's first movie, Ghouls Gone Wild. I no information really. I mean, I read the synopsis of it and I was like, okay. Not even synopsis, just like that little description they give. Like I read that and I went, okay. It's not what I thought. I thought it was going to be a spoof on like Playboy's house being haunted or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Ghouls Gone Wild. I was like, oh, okay. But no, it's like a rock band or something going to a house, but then it ends up actually being haunted. And all the girls are called like goth ghoul girl, sexy ghoul girl, basement ghoul girl.
What?
Like, that was the cast. And I was like, oh, okay.
I'm basement ghoul girl number 5.
It was just really funny. And I was like, I don't understand this.
I don't know if anyone did, honestly.
So, you know, and that's that. We're moving on. Okay, so that was written and directed Ted Geoghegan. Cinematography was Kareem Hussein. Also did The Beautiful Beast. Walled In. Also did Mohawk. We love a team. Random Acts of Violence. Firestarter, which is like the remake that they did in 2022 of the Drew Barrymore movie, based on the movie or the book by Stephen King. Also did Orphan First Kill, which I think is that sequel to Orphan.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
or prequel.
Yeah. First kill, last kill, who's to say?
It's one of them.
Kill.
And then Infinity Pool, which I do want to see. It actually looks really good. That's one of the Skarsgårds, I think, and Mia Goth.
Oh, I love Mia Goth.
I think it's a Skarsgård, but I know Mia Goth's in it. And it looks pretty good. It looks interesting. So I did want to see that. I put my phone down as if I was done, and I said, and that's mine.
That's me.
It's not. Music was, here we go. This is a name that's hard to say, but I did my best. Okay. Music was Wojciech Golszewski. Wojciech Golszewski.
Okay.
Polish. Polish composer. Also did Mohawk. Dark Souls, Late Phases, Beyond the Gates, Tonight She Comes, Shadow of the Dead, and then also does like concept synth albums.
Oh.
So look him up. They seem really cool. I found out how to say his name because I looked up another podcast that does like, they like interviewed 12 horror composers for like film, and that was one of them. It was really interesting, and I was like replaying how to say his name a million times. I was like, say it again, just so I get it. But yeah, Wojciech Golszewski.
Nice.
Golszewski. We'll get there. So here's the thing. I don't know the budget. I looked in so many different places. I know that it was low budget.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've mentioned that in like a bunch of interviews, but I was like, say the number.
Say it. Tony
Shalhoub.
Shalhoub.
Say it. I was like, say Tony Shalhoub. So no one would say it. But I do know how much it made.
Okay.
So, and this would be, it got like a really limited theatrical release. It started off at one of the film fests. I can't remember which one, but I know it started at a film fest, had a very limited theatrical release. You can do it.
4 million.
4 million. You're being really
I
nice.
was afraid of that. I was very afraid of that.
You're being like, let me just say like really limited theatrical run.
500,000.
No.
What did it make?
34,362.
Oh, sweet babies.
So, but I will say, so it only made that in its theatrical run, but it's made a lot of money in like Blu-ray sales, renting, and things like that. So that number was a lot higher, but I didn't want to include that because it didn't feel fair.
Yeah.
But it seems like it made a lot of money that way.
Okay.
So, people seem to love this film. Yeah. Like, every time you look it up, people are like, oh, yeah, that's a good one. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, sure.
Yeah.
So my only fun facts are a little lame, but I'll do my best. So originally, the film was made as a tribute to the house on the cemetery. I don't know if you know this one, but it's an Italian supernatural slasher film that was made in 1981. So the director was working at, oh God, I think it's one of the like movie producer, like he was like working there as I think a publicist. And this was a movie he just really liked, so he like wrote a script based on that, not really based on it, but like as a tribute. And then obviously he showed people at the place he worked, and he was like, good? And they were like, yeah. So it got made. The movie is so well liked that Rolling Stone called it one of the top 10 best horror films of the year.
Oh, wow.
When it came out. Which is so funny that it had such a small theatrical release, considering, I don't know, it's like really well liked when you look it up.
Yeah.
People say specifically they like the visuals, the jump scares, and like overall just atmosphere. They said that like the cinematography is really good, and it's just generally, I don't know, fun to watch.
Yeah.
And they said it's kind of like a love letter to like a genre of like that film, like the kind of haunted house films. And that's all my fun facts. That's like all I have.
That's great.
Unfortunately.
Well, it's cat time.
So.
I don't know.
Oh no.
In between
here
like
too.
1 and 3 minutes, the one in here will go off, and Cricket will eat like we're gonna take it away from her any second. So
Fair enough.
I eat that way too, so it's fine.
I know. I'm like, I get it.
I get it. I feel like when I did research like 2 months ago working on this, I came across fun facts. And I was like, I hope I forget this. And I did. Everything you said, I was like, this is new information.
I like tried to look up more, but I didn't know what you were going to cover, and there just wasn't a ton.
No, yeah.
And I couldn't find the fucking budget. So I was just, all I knew is that people really like this. Like, I remember watching it years and years ago before this, and people were like, oh, you got to watch it. It's so good. It's so good. And whether or not I agree with that, you'll find out. We'll see.
We'll see. So you said you have no idea what I'm going to cover, but do you have any idea what I'm going to... Oh, no, you have to summarize first.
I have to summarize it.
That's my bad.
Which, no, it's okay. Give me plenty of time to think, which I didn't do.
Which I totally did, yeah.
A family moves in to a haunted house, but it's also haunted by their son. I mean, there's more, but I think I don't want to talk about the curse.
I mean,
simply,
why would you? It's
simply because
kind of passe to talk about it, so.
It's like I don't think of the things until it's too late. As soon as I said it, I went, well, there is that curse.
A small matter of a curse.
Whatever. Let someone else do it.
Well, okay, so they kept it even like closer to the chest for this one.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is from Amazon, the like little blurb for the movie.
Yeah.
In this chilling modern ghost story, a couple find themselves haunted by vengeful spirits after they move to a rural town that harbors a horrifying secret.
Well, yeah. I mean, they did talk about the secret.
They did mention the secret.
I didn't really. Yeah. Okay. Well,
you're like secret for
nice.
me too.
All movies are a little bit of a secret to me as well. What was that movie I didn't know the ending of? We've talked about it so many times.
Slumber Party Massacre?
Slumber Party Massacre. I still swear to God, I swear I haven't seen that movie. I don't know where I was.
Oh, that was fucking funny.
It's like how people have a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Like, I ghost watcher. Someone just watches it for me, and I'm like, how was it?
See, I hear ghost watcher, and I think someone that just watches a ghost. Like, this is my ghost to continue viewing.
That's me too, though.
Yeah.
I'm always like, what are you guys up
Can
to?
you ghost watch this for me while I ghost watch that ghost? Just a chain of different types of ghost watching.
Well, so yeah, now that we've done that I was really good at, I don't know what you're going to cover. I have no idea. I tried to think, and I was like, grief, but we've talked about grief. So I was like, no, come on. And then I thought about like, what's it called? Secrets that are kept by like big groups. Where it's just like mass secrecy when you're just like, oh, no, the whole town knows. Yeah, stuff like that. Curses.
We love a curse.
And then I just thought 1970s Just 1970. Just the whole
the decade.
all of them. The whole decade.
And we also have a little bit in the 60s and 80s just to make sure we really get all of it, because there's some leakage on either side. Oh, I hate that phrase.
Leakage. I don't like that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get right into it.
I love that.
It's kind of like a Black Christmas style start, if you remember that episode at all.
Oh, I do, because remember I had to have everybody convince me it was a good... because I didn't understand the movie. And then once everyone explained it to me like a child, I went, good film.
I do like this.
I said, that's nice what you guys did. So, yeah, I'm familiar.
It's 1927. There's a small town in Massachusetts, huddled around a decayed seaport. An innocent college student is traveling, somewhat cross-country, from Ohio to the East Coast, and hears some strange rumblings about a little town on his bus route. Intrigued by what he's heard, he decides to ask the driver to drop him at this old fishing town. While surprised, the bus driver does his duty for Queen and Country, in the United States, and lets this little college boy out at an old bus stop. In this dreary and unsettling town, surrounded by marshes, he finds himself amongst strangely shaped people. Their heads are narrow, their eyes are large and bulging. I see you're confused. And they happen to smell of rotten fish. I promised you watched the right movie, okay?
Okay, I'm like trying in my head to like see this person. I'm like, narrow head, big eyes, they all smell like fish.
Little does he know.
It's not looking good. I'm picturing like Phineas from Front On, from Phineas and Ferb, and they're like, and it's just eyes.
I mean, I don't think that's wrong.
Oh, sick. Then that's what I see. Painting a picture. Paint me the picture.
Little does he know that he has stumbled upon a town full of half-human cultists that are tragically beholden to ancient marine beings and fated to return to the ocean to join their brethren. But wait, this is Shadow over Innsmouth. Okay, so the year is 1945. A man with one arm gets off a train and steps into a small town in California. The residents aren't used to outsiders. I feel like you're having a bad time.
It's just so funny because I'm like, what's happening? Who is this? I'm on board. Much like this one-armed man, I'm on board.
Well, he's getting off board, but the train or the residents aren't used to outsiders. In fact, the train hasn't stopped at that station in 4 years. But our poor protagonist does not know that quite yet. He's come here looking for someone, but as soon as he speaks the name, the already leery townspeople become more overtly hostile. No, there are no rooms at the inn. There are no taxis to take you anywhere in town, and actually you should leave immediately. He is not easily dissuaded. Eventually he finds someone willing to rent him a jeep, and he heads out to a homestead that he thinks may lead to answers on the man he's seeking. But the homestead has been burned to the ground, just a shell of its former self amongst a field and some wildflowers that are strangely concentrated. On the way back into town, he's nearly run off the road by townspeople, but he makes it back. The rented jeep is no longer available to him, however, because the individual that lent it to him is unwilling to risk the further ire of her fellow townspeople after a tense conversation with one of them. He is just looking for an elder Japanese man, so he can thank his son for saving his life in the war. But the mere mention of his name has tempered its flaring in this isolated town. Has the man he's seeking been murdered? And why is the whole town acting guilty? Hold on, I think this is actually Bad Day at Black Rock. Let's try again. Let's go round 3. It's 1973. And a police officer steps off a seaplane onto a strange little island off the coast of the Scottish mainland.
This one I know. Yeah. I know this one.
You heard seaplane and you were like locked in.
I heard seaplane and I heard police officer in the 70s and I went, I know where he is.
He's looking for a missing girl. While the locals.
That's what they call them there.
I can't speak.
Punch my mic. I punched it.
While the locals are certainly flirty and friendly, he doesn't get any answers.
Totally.
In fact,
they are flirty. I forgot. And I went, wait, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
In fact, they say this missing girl never existed. As he explores the island further, he sees no evidence of respect for his good Christian values. Instead, the locals worship pagan gods. As he uncovers chilling detail after chilling detail, he starts to believe that the Pearl Girl was sacrificed for the benefit of their crops. We have been here before, and this still isn't right. So it's 1981. 2 American graduate students are hiking the English moors. They stumble across
Closer we get.
They stumble across a pub with a strange symbol on the outside and inquire with the locals. However, the bar patrons aren't too keen to answer any questions and send the boys out, telling them to keep to the road, stay out of the moors, and heed the full moon. It feels like some weird local legends, and the young college boys, of course, walk into the moors. A strange creature attacks and kills one, leaving the other wounded. Someone from the bar intervenes, killing the creature. They knew something was out there, but what was it? Did everyone at the bar know? What are they hiding? This also sounds familiar, so let's try one more again. The year is 2006, and two brothers are traveling cross-country in search of their father.
Supernatural? This is supernatural!
Along the way, they find strange and unusual situations that require their specific sets of skills to resolve.
I know them!
I'm familiar with them!
I know them!
At one such stop, their paths diverge, and one keeps his course to a small town in Indiana where the locals are entirely too friendly to a young couple with car troubles. The man gets bad vibes and tries to helpfully extricate the couple from the Midwestern charm of townspeople, but he's unsuccessful. His brother's the charming one. He may have lost the battle, but he's still fighting to win the war. So he comes back at sundown to make sure the couple make it past the county line alive, and narrowly keeps them from becoming scarecrow munchies in an apple orchard. After getting the couple to safety and out of the clutches of the townspeople, he's able to lock in and root out the history of the thriving orchard with its weird tree. There's a pattern of missing travelers, it seems. They never seem to make it past the town. And really, that orchard is looking quite lovely. You're right, this was an episode of Supernatural, yeah.
That's an episode of Supernatural.
And the last one was An American Werewolf in London. The one before that was The Wicker Man. And before that, we know Bad Day at Black Rock and Shadow over Innsmouth. What is it with these towns with dark secrets?
So many. Every time I'd be like, this time for real. And then you wouldn't say married couple. And I'd be like, all right, well.
Guess it's not our time.
I guess it's not it yet.
This time we're going to get it for real. It's 1979. A middle-aged-ish couple is moving from an old home, moving to an old home in the countryside from the city. They need to get out of the city, pull themselves from the grief of losing their son only a few months previously. It's a pretty rural area, and they don't even meet the neighbors until they've lived there for 2 weeks. But in those 2 weeks, there have been strange noises and events in the home. Pictures leaping off the walls, the boiler working overtime, and also maybe a ghost lunging at their repair person. Maybe. Meeting new neighbors is always awkward, but this beaming man and his anxious wife really share a whopper of a story. Apparently their home belonged to a family in the 1800s, and that family was run out of town after engaging in unsavory practices with the corpses at their funeral home. And boy, does this house really need a family. I think we've landed on the correct one.
This is
it. But you can see my confusion, right? Small town, big secret, usually death is involved.
Totally.
As I was watching this, all I could think about was the episode of Supernatural. I knew it was...
It's such a good episode, honestly.
It's such a good episode. And I knew this was a well-established trope, but my primary point of entry was the Winchester boys. So I wanted to poke around at the other entries here to see how it can play out with like modified variables and how that changes the underlying tension, if at all. So in looking at examples across mediums, I feel like there are versions where there are lots of like lowercase secrets and shady shenanigans going on. And then there are versions where it's an uppercase secret that the entire town is in on. Bonus points when it involves human sacrifice, you know? So in shows like Gravity Falls, we have mystical events that impact the whole town. But I don't think that the entirety of the population was in on it in a malevolent way.
Yeah.
In fact, if I recall correctly, they were brainwashed to forget things they saw, so the forces operating in the town could keep a lid on things. And in Avatar, and not the blue people, we know that there is no war in Bossing Say.
Immediately was like,
I'm never talking about the blue ones. If there's one thing you got to know about
why
me.
would you?
So there's no war in Ba Sing Se. The ruler of the city's police force ensures that the wealthy remain complacent by shielding their minds from any inkling of conflict outside the city walls. So in this instance, we're not seeing a small town hiding a dark secret from outsiders. Instead, there's a faction within the city keeping the populace manageable with a lie. So there are important dynamics for this trope. I personally would argue that it should be a small town, first and foremost. I'll allow neighborhoods within a larger city or some other close-knit community, but it has to be a group of people that all know each other with, like, familial intermingling. There has to be a shared history and a burden in knowing that history. It should go back years, if not decades or generations. In Bad Day at Black Rock, it's a 4-year secret, but I'll allow it. And it's not, like, overly mystical. And that's actually another dividing line. Because for me, the purest form of Town with a Dark Secret, which is the trope name, is supernatural. But I will accept non-supernatural occurrences as well. Finally, the last requirement. They must be willing to do absolutely anything to keep that secret. So, remember when I said bonus points for human sacrifice? That's pulling double duty. Your secret can't get out if the only people that know about it are coincidentally the ones whose blood will appease your feared entity. So, with those core components, there are also different ways that the charade can be upheld, different flavors of dark secrets. So, I'm going to just directly quote tvtropes.com here for a long one. And this is just it's hard because sometimes TV trope is best like read so that you can see when it's like a trope name and it's like capitalized, italicized, whatever. But I'll try to put the oomph in there, you know? So, such towns are often located in Lovecraft country. If the terrible secret is covered up with a sweet veneer, see Stepford Suburbia and Uncanny Village. If it's big enough, say a country or more, then you have yourself an empire with a dark secret. I'm more of a town bitch, not an empire one, but fine. Also note that the secret doesn't have to be supernatural. I disagree, but it's fine. It can be something as mundane as a murder cover-up. A wrong genre...
Boring.
A basic murder. Grow up. So, a wrong genre-savvy character may take it for a close-knit community or vice versa, while a subverted sitcom set in a small town might do the same for the audience. It's a sister trope of Small Town Big Hell, which is this trope but played for drama instead for horror, and Monster Town, where the fairly large paranormal population of a town may or may not be either dark or a secret. So there are a lot of different ways that you can, like, push it in together.
Yeah.
And I don't have, like, a grand unifying theory. I was also just, like, thinking I grew up in a small town, and does that change the way that I, like, approach this trope? And then I was trying to figure out if my small town could do this. And it's like, we could do the dark part, I'm sure. But could we keep a secret collectively?
Wow.
I'm pretty sure I'm the weak link on that. I wouldn't be able to keep the secret.
Right.
But, like, all the dynamics there. And then, like, if we want to get into the society, just, like, for funsies. Just a little bit. The Town with the Dark Secret is, like, a fun inversion or subversion, not, like, totally sure which on this context, of the, like, stranger danger kind of mantra, because usually the outsider is what's feared. See, Stephen King's The Outsider. But what's happening in Town with the Dark Secret is that the stranger is in danger. They are not the danger.
Yeah.
And so you have, like, the threat coming from outside in a different way because it's a threat to the secret, not a threat to their well-being directly. Yeah. So I just think that there are a lot of fun things that you can do with it, and I love that it's, like, an initial subversion of that. And then, side note, in a moment of panic, I thought about going through some of the pros and cons of home ownership extending after death. And then I realized that would just truly mean boomers are hoarding all affordable housing. And I don't know enough about the law to make that a deep dive. But we can still talk about it if you want. But I was like, what if ghosts could own property? And I was like, this is bad.
What if?
Yeah. Get that ghost in court. But yeah.
Let him in court.
Let him speak or wail. I don't know. He has a right, maybe.
Let him shake the chains.
Oh, but yeah. So I don't, again, no, like, huge unifying theory. I just think that when you change, like, the basic core of it is there is a dark secret. They're trying to keep that secret. They're going to do things to keep that secret. And that's, like, dark inherently. By, like, what they're willing to do, like, what humans are willing to do. But then it can be, like, twisted even further of, like, they're serving a dark entity, or are they just trying to cover up, like, a decades, centuries old thing, or, like, sin. I just think there's so much fun to play with it, and as I was watching Truly, I was just thinking about Supernatural and how often that Town with the Dark Secret comes up, and I was like, I'm gonna have fun with this.
I love that.
So that's Nerd Corner.
That was incredible. I was thinking the whole time I was watching this, I read a book that has the same premise that I actually love, because I had no idea for, like, most of the book. It's called Hide. I don't remember if you read that one or not.
I don't know.
It's great. It's, like, about a girl who desperately, like, needs money, and she had, like, a really traumatic childhood, and so she's very good at hiding. And there's a contest pops up, and it's a hide and seek contest at, like, an abandoned amusement park, and you win, like, a ton of money. And she's like, well, I'm great at hiding, so I'm just gonna do this. So she does, but then, like, people in the amusement park start going missing, like nobody's coming back. The whole point is like you hide for the entire day, and then at night you like would reconvene at like a camp. But people aren't coming back to camp, and like there's something happening, and then you find out like what's going on. And I had no idea for like most of it. I was just like, oh dang, like there must just be a murder at the park, or there's this. No. It's a town secret. But
I want to read that.
Really good book. It's really good, even if you know it. I mean, it's still just like a really, really good book. And it's not long. But that's what I was thinking of. I was like, oh, Towns of the Secret? I'm familiar.
Yeah. Where do you...
And I kept thinking of Wicker Man.
Yeah. So where do you land on, like, does it have to be a small town? Does it have to be supernatural? Like, what are your thoughts on that one?
So, like, supernatural, I feel like, makes it more fun.
Yeah.
I always like it when it's, like, they have to do this thing because they made a deal a long time ago. That's my favorite version. Is, like, if you don't do this, like, this town won't thrive, or, like, your crops will die, or something bad will happen, like, to, you know... the families that are like live there. That's my favorite version. When it's just like a murder or something though, it's still interesting, but I prefer a supernatural spooky. I like when there's like a big old monster too. I think that's cool. In small town, I feel like if it's not a small town, you're not gonna keep the secret.
What are you doing here if you're not in a small town?
I feel like if this happened and it was like a whole giant city, I feel like I would be so hung up on the idea of everybody keeping the secret in such a big place that I'd be like, no.
This is what broke the willing suspension of disbelief.
Exactly. It's not the monster. No. It's not the ghost. No. It's whatever. It's literally just that I'm like, no, that's too big of a city. Someone would have told.
I think now that I'm thinking about it, my favorite iteration of this is actually Ready or Not, and it's a family with a dark secret.
Oh, that one's great. I love that.
So, like...
family is also good.
If you're allowing that, then Ready or Not is one of my favorites. But if you're saying Town with a Dark Secret, this is up there for me. Along with Wicker Man.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. Wicker Man's great. Yeah. I think family is allowed. Yeah. Family with a secret, because it reminds me of We Are What We Are.
Oh God, yeah.
We are still here. We are what we are.
We are what we are still here
too. We are still here. What we are. You know
that. Yeah, rolls off the tongue.
Classic. Having a crisis.
Lurkles.
Not being able to see myself. I'm freaking out. Can't do it. That was good. Thanks. Yeah, that was great. As soon as you started talking about the movie, I genuinely just thought you had it wrong, and I was about to be like, okay, oh no. And then, or genuinely thought I missed something. I was embarrassed for a second, because I was like, I don't remember this part. No. This is so embarrassing.
As I was writing it, I was like, this is going to be a fun little haha. And then as I was reading it out, I was like, we've joked about watching the wrong movie. I don't want her to be stressed for any amount of time about having watched the wrong movie.
I just always have this fear that, like, I black out. Ever since we watched that Summer Party Massacre, I just have this fear that, like, something in me shuts down and I'm missing a big chunk.
Oh, man. That's society.
That was gorgeous. Are you ready for 2-month-old notes on horror?
Yes.
I added some in, but I watched it again and I just went, oh, I should write that down. And then I already had. So I was like, I'm on the money. Yeah. I got this. My first note was people really like this movie. And I said, I've seen it. And I said, I remember nothing. But I said, that's kind of on brand for me. So every movie's new to me, even if I've seen it. So yeah. What I like about this one a lot is that in other haunted house movies, you always get this like big, very obviously looking haunted house. This house was just so normal looking to me. Like, I mean, it was still a cute house. But it just looked like I wouldn't look at it and be like, oh, that's a haunted house, you know? Yeah. Like Haunting of Hill House.
Oh.
I look at that and I go, yeah, fucking of course. Right?
Yeah.
Like, this just looked like a cute house. And I was like, that's kind of fun.
I want to know what you thought about the number of doors this house had. On the front of the house, there were 3 doors. And I was questioning the need for 3 doors.
Well, one's for the living, one's for the dead ghost.
Yeah.
The dead ghost, because there's live
ghosts.
It's trying to say like the good ghosts and the bad ghosts. Yeah, if you guys are chill, like Bobby, you can go in that one. If you're a Dagmar, they end up pretty chill, but we'll get there. So yeah, I just liked the house, besides doors. The woman in the car, this was before I remembered about the son, but I just said, this woman is so distraught. And I said, I wonder what her deal is. When she was like, I miss our son. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
The movie had a lot of like warm colors. It was odd. It was like warm. I don't think it was like specifically warm or cold colors. I just think the lighting was natural.
Yeah.
For the most part. There were parts, I'm sure, that had like more theatrical or exaggerated, but for the most part it just looked like normal, like natural lighting. Was great. I liked it. I was like, this is nice. Sometimes the camera would also be like a little shaky, and I like that. It just looked like they were being watched all the time.
So
by us.
That was one of my thoughts when I was rewatching it. Like, one of the first shots of her in the house is like her with her little bandana, and she's like moving a box into the kitchen, and it like follows her like someone's doing like a home documentary. And it's like kind of like jittery. She moves in and it's like, are we sitting down for like a tour? Like, what's happening? And like, it wasn't like that constantly, but it had those moments, and I thought it was really interesting.
I liked it a lot because it made it feel like we were watching it from like Bobby's perspective, like their son. And like obviously you wouldn't know that at the start, but as it goes on, and they don't do it. I feel like it doesn't happen a ton, so it's not like it's overdone, and it makes it feel more what's the word, purposeful. Like, instead of just being like, oh, they must have just had trouble keeping it still at that moment. Because it's like a low budget film. That's when they gave me the camera and my hands shake. I don't know. I'm trying my best. I remember making a few short films with some friends, and I have to tell you about the worst one ever. So I've been in 3. Yeah, I've been in 3, and it's always been that 48-hour film festival. I don't know. Do you know that one? I'm always in all of them. I swear to God. When I worked at the film center, everybody was in it, and they were like, you gotta be in it. And I was like, okay. There's one where I'm like, I had to do a POV, and I had to walk from a car to my friend's house and then do the scene. And I had to have a phone on my head. And the only way we could get it to stay was like a sweatband. And so there's just like 40 takes of it just slowly sliding down my head. Because my head is tiny.
You have a small
noggin. You have to know about me, everybody. I got a small noggin. So like they're fighting for their lives trying to get this to fit on my head. And it's just like slowly, like as I'm walking, the view just gets lower and lower until finally I'm holding it with like my nose. And I'm like, okay. And that sucked. There was one where we just had to keep it, and it was like here. And so I can't see shit. Yeah. I'm in the house and I'm just trying to do the dialogue, and I'm like, so listen here. Like, oh my God. I think it won something. It was good. It was a good one. I liked it. But it was just, that was the worst to film, because they would, every now and then they'd be like, oh, can you like hold this and film something? And I'd be like, okay, shaking, you know? But that was the worst. I don't remember what eventually held it to my head, but at one point I think we had like a visor, like back, like I don't know what the fuck. So that was that. I don't even remember why. Oh, because the shaky camera.
Just like dreaming of a GoPros in the future where it's just
existed. They existed like at the time.
Look, everyone has a phone. Like... Not everyone has a GoPro.
Exactly. Yeah. So my friend was like, yeah, we're just gonna shoot it on like the phone and just like put it all together. He had all the cameras set up. It was taking place in one room, so we couldn't move the cameras because they were supposed to be like in one, I think, something like that. And so he's like, well, for POV, you just gotta use your... Oh, it was so funny. And it wasn't my phone, so I had to keep being like, you got a text. And it was like on my head.
It's like a psychic, you've gotten a text.
I could fucking feel it. At one point we did a take and the camera was back. Just like at me, like on my hairline. And I was like, sick footage. And you know what? That's not even the one that's on my IMDb. That's not even the one. So. Also, at some point, when she was cleaning the house in her little bandana, you know, I thought we had a time skip because she seemed too happy. I was like, we must have time skipped. She's not distraught anymore, as if you're not allowed to have a good day. It was was like, surely she wouldn't be cleaning with a smile on her face. But then I was like, oh, but now Dad doesn't look like he's happy. It's called grief. You know? And then I said, oh, never mind. She's not well either.
Okay, real quick moment with Dad grief. I thought, because I saw so many fucking doors in their house, I was like, do they have a bar in their house? Is that one of the doors? I thought the same thing.
I went, is he just like at the bar in their house? Because like in the 70s, it was pretty common to just have like a little bar in the basement or something. I smashed my glasses. But I also was like, he's unwell and he's at the home bar.
That's the right-hand door.
Then I just wrote dirt basement. I don't know if I have thoughts on it. I didn't say anything. I just wrote dirt basement.
That's a full thought, is dirt basement, so.
There's nothing scarier to me than a basement with, like, no floor. I don't like
Any of the earth creatures could come right on up, you know?
I hate it.
It's not finished. The house isn't done yet.
That's how I feel about I moved into a house, everybody. I have like a home. So I can scream as much as I want. We have no neighbors. But I have not gone on the attic yet because I'm scared of it.
Does it also have an unfinished floor?
It's not. It's not just dirt. But it's like, there's no light. It's really old. It's covered in cobwebs. And there's a hole in our like roof area where raccoons like technically could be living up there. So every time I open the door, I like tap on the wall really hard and I go, listen, I'm coming up. But then I never actually go up because I'm too scared.
It's going to be the girl who cried raccoon, you know? One day they're not going to scatter.
The bravest I got was the other day. I got high enough to like look above the wood and just be like, what's up there? I still don't know.
Okay, so what I think the solution is I come down and I'll be the scared one instead, and then you'll be brave for me.
Oh, okay. That's true. Yeah. If someone else is here, I'll be brave. But because I'm alone, I'm like, I'm not going up there. Hell no.
That's raccoon
So
country.
they have a dirt basement. It's theirs. It's not mine. Also, talking about the POV of like it almost looks like ghost POV. We love it. When she's cleaning the house, she has a denim on denim look. I love that. I think the costumes in this genuinely were very good for like the time period. I thought it was all pretty accurate looking.
I wanted to ask you about that.
And it's all very accurate and not in the like, this is the 70s. So everyone has on that classic 70s look that you just are like, that. I thought it was genuinely... The turtleneck budget had to be out of this world. That's most of the budget.
What was the wig budget film? Was that Evil Dead? Evil Dead had a wig budget. This had a turtleneck budget.
Yeah, the turtleneck budget was astronomical, I can only assume.
As I was watching, I was like, why am I not knitting a turtleneck right now? Like,
I know. That's like when we watched that Dead of Winter, and I was like, oof, I should wear a coat.
Yeah.
For what?
For what?
Yeah, so I said, love the denim on denim. I said, not the dirt basement. Someone goes down there. And I said, it's really cloudy down there. And I said, kind of like it's full and empty at the same time. Like, there's nothing down there. But I feel like if you went down there, you'd be like, oh, it's stuffy.
Yeah.
It's the smoke. It's the smoke. I get it now.
The air is
because there was a fire. With smoke. Yeah, got it. Also, they had IKEA curtains. I thought I'd throw that out.
Oh.
They're like white curtains behind them with the little old-timey looking thing. I have that bedspread, so.
Okay.
Look at us, matching.
Hey.
I said the sound design in this is really good. The music was really subtle, but then it's mixed with like ominous repetitive sound. So then when they said he makes like synth albums, I was like, that makes sense. I see this now.
Yeah.
Really good sound effects, really good silence. I liked it.
I love a film that uses silence well.
I do, and I thought that this one used pauses really well too. That was my favorite part, was how well the characters would pause in their dialogue and something would happen. The timing was just spot on. What I also love about this film is they really don't tell you much about what's going on for a long time. And they said, you'll figure it out.
We're not gonna hold your hand.
Yeah, and then once they do tell you, they're like, now come here. I'll hold your hand. Because they tell you everything. They lay it all out.
They're like, come here, closer, grab the side of your face, pull you in. Like,
it's okay. And you're like, okay. So that was That was great. For half this film, you're just like, what's happening? Like, okay, yeah, so there's nothing going on. Dad says, remember our dead son in your heart. Don't bring his ghost home. Literally, he doesn't say this literally, but that's basically what he says. She's like, I know he's here. She's like, I feel our son here. And he's like, why don't you go ahead and take that and get it out of here? He's like, I'm not having it. He's not like anti his son. He's just like, no. He's not haunting this house.
So here's what we're not gonna do.
It's like that during the pandemic when they were like, scream inside your heart on roller coasters so you didn't spread germs.
Oh my, that is, I scream inside my heart daily in honor of that. Yeah. And also just because that's what I do anyway.
Somebody's like, no. Like, I don't remember what he says exactly, but he basically is like, why don't you remember him in here, honey? Because he's not here.
Our IKEA curtains, free and clear of ghosts.
Those are not for Bubby. So, you know, loved it. And then Dad's wearing a mustard turtleneck. Again, the budget, but it's such a look. I love it.
Yeah.
I said, oh, the smoky look is cool. I remember now about the... I love reading my own notes and watching the journey I go on of like, oh. I also said I still can't explain it. Like, the lighting is really good. It's like soft, but also pretty vibrant, but scary. I don't know. I just really liked it. I said, this must be set in the 70s. The turtleneck count is getting high. He said, yeah, and also the decor and stuff.
And also the decor, but it's mostly the turtlenecks.
It was the turtleneck count that gave it away, to be honest. I loved the mom. I thought her acting was really natural.
Yeah.
Even when she's like upset or sad, I didn't feel like she was over the top because it's a low budget film. I forgive somewhat non-believable acting when it's like low budget because I'm like, you're working with what you got. I get it. Listen, when I was in that POV film, I probably wasn't good, but I was around and that's what happens. So it was like, she's really good. I thought the mom was great. I honestly thought everybody was pretty good. I have a favorite character. I'm sure you'll know who it is.
Is it May or is it her husband?
It's her husband.
Yeah. He was pretty great.
I fucking love him.
Yeah. He was pretty great.
So I thought she was really good playing the mom. And then the neighbor came over and I said, feels like this man is lying. And I was like, yeah, no fucking duh. I don't know why I wrote that. And then I said, I think his wife knows something.
Liar
Literally leaves him a
McLiarson,
note.
I think he's telling a falsehood.
The most anxious woman in the world hands him a note and I go, she knows something.
I don't think she feels safe saying it out loud.
Then I just wrote, that was odd. Moved on. I said, well, and then he says, it's still Dagmar's house. Like when they say like, oh, it's our house, blah, blah, blah. I was like, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, say more. I wouldn't just be like, well, see ya.
I saw in the man's face, he was about to be like, tell me whose name is on this fucking deed. I paid for this. I'm in debt for this.
Thought it was so funny. He's like, well, it's Dagmar's house. And I'd be like, one, who's Dagmar? Two, why?
And that moment was when I thought about ghost ownership.
Yeah, when you were like, listen, if it's still their house, fucking come to court then, baby.
We tried to serve you, but we couldn't see you, so...
It's just someone in a basement going, are you Dagmar? Are you Dagmar? On like a spirit box, and they're just holding it up.
And the ghosts are like, shh, say no.
And they're like, nobody fucking say anything. And they're like, listen, is there a present? Are you Dagmar?
Is there a legal presence?
They're on the fucking spirit board being like, you've been served. Like they're trying their hardest. That's fucking dumb.
Love it.
And then she hands him the note, and I was like, yeah, of course. And then this part, we get our first person of color in the whole film.
Yeah.
And what do you think happens to them?
Yeah. They get wounded desperately.
Nothing good. No. I said, I feel like he's about to have a very bad time.
Yep.
Yeah, so he goes in the basement. It's kind of unclear. I mean, he's not murdered. He just gets, like, shoved. He gets, like, hurt.
Severe burns.
Right? That's it. He gets burned. Okay. Because I was like, he's okay, technically. But I said, this basement sucks.
Is that your final?
Then, like, that's my final. No, because then I comment after and I said, also bigger than I thought.
Spacious.
I feel like what's his face in Barbarian? I'm like, whoa,
square footage?
The square footage has just gone up.
Turtleneck count square footage. God. They're both on the rise.
This basement sucks. And this part scared me. I think I'll keep it because it scared me. I just said burnt family being wild.
They did do that.
They wowed. They did. Then we finally get the couple, the friends. I'm obsessed. I love them. I love their energy. The guy looks exactly like Jack Nicholson from The Shining. I was like, that's a young Jack Nicholson. Yeah. There he is. Then he says, yeah, I love that. Well, yeah.
Nikki, you have to tell me that wasn't Jack Nicholson, though, because otherwise I will think that it was. That wasn't.
It was not Jack Nicholson. It was not Jack Nicholson. Does look like him.
Okay.
Is not.
You can't introduce confusion for me.
So sorry. I thought we were on the same page. I realize now you've made it real in your head.
I was like so sure that it wasn't him. Then I was like, but I need to know.
I said, this man looks like Jack Nicholson. And you said, and because it is, it is him.
Well, you said, that's a young Jack Nicholson. And I was like, is it? I'm not talking about the fact that this came out after The Shining by many years.
Sorry, I thought context clues were going to help. And you said no. What I love most about you is that there are no context clues. My word is law. You said, who is that person? And whatever I say, you're going to go, okay. I love that. Well, yeehaw, as he says famously.
As Jack Nicholson said.
As Jack Nicholson, young Jack Nicholson, in 2015, way after The Shining said, well, yeehaw. Don't worry. After that, I had a crisis. I thought, is this Ohio?
This feels very Ohio.
It's filmed in New York. But in my head, I said, is this Ohio? And then I wrote, could be. It's not. Mini golf at the bar.
Yeah, I saw that.
An innovation. We love that. So fun. Whole bar said, excuse you. I said I would hate if that would happen. I would turn right back around. If I ever go anywhere and they all turn and look at me, I'd say I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. Hate that. And then we have the son of, what are their names? The couple I love, not Jack Nicholson. But yes, Jack Nicholson.
So it's May and
is it
Jacob?
It's not Martin, is it?
Jacob. Okay.
Jacob.
I need to tell you this thing right now. My notes that I was looking for, it said Jacob has a noggin on him, very Jack Torrance.
See? You were on board.
I knew. I just let myself be bamboozled
Why did
by
you
myself.
Go back?
I doubted it.
Okay. So the son of Jacob and May is driving up with his girlfriend. He loves creeping her out. I don't know why. He's just like, he's loving it. He's having a great time. And then I took a moment to say costumes are really good.
Harry.
They genuinely looked good. The son?
Harry, yeah. His son.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And then I said they better not have sex. I said it never goes well in a haunted house movie. But they don't, I don't think. They just kind of like...
They start...
Well, like make out or something.
And then she's like, let's get frisky. And he's like, a ghost calls?
He's like, whoa, hold on.
Something about rent being due? I don't know.
I don't know. And then she puts her whole dang ass shoes on the fucking couch. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
The girl. What are you doing? It's not your home. Also, I don't know what happened here. I don't remember this, but I said, dang, girl stuck her whole hand in that whiskey. Do you remember that?
Yeah. So she, like, flicks whiskey on him as, like, a joke when he's laying down.
Oh, and she, like, dunks her whole fucking hand in it. Okay. I was like, why did I write this?
I remember that moment because when I was rewatching it, I looked away and I looked back and I just saw her flicking something. I was like, what liquid did she flick upon him?
She's like, whole hand.
Holy water.
She's like, the power of Christ compel you. Door slams.
Yeah.
Guy opens it, sees a scary dirt basement, and then smiles and says, "Nice." Why?
Why? For what reason?
I don't understand why I think because he wants to like scare her, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then this is where it took a turn for me, okay? So I thought this whole movie was just ghosts. I was like, oh man, it's like ghosts and stuff. And then my next note was dead. I thought they were just going to be haunted, not a murder. And I said, they've been able to murder this whole time, but they just now decided to do it. And I said, that's weird.
They chose a light maiming because they knew how passe it was for the black guy to die first. They were like, that's a trope. Yeah. It's a problem. We don't want to continue this legacy. So we'll maim.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm happy they did it. But I'm also like, because of that, I was like, I don't think anybody else dies in this movie. And then it has like more blood than anything I've seen in a long time. My next note is, the acting in this is interesting. I said it really varies from person to person and scene to scene. You've got like some really, really good line reads. I think especially from the mom. Like, what is her fucking name? Not May.
Yeah. Give me a second. Annie.
Yeah. Annie's genuinely, I think, very good. I don't think there's really a scene where I was like I thought she was very natural for the most part. I think Dad's pretty good too. I'd say May is hey, she's doing her best.
Okay? I just loved her presence. Anytime she was on screen, I was just like, say more things.
She was just like sweet, and also just everything she said, even though I know she was supposed to be like in distress, just kind of sounded, I don't know. Like she was reading.
I have a moment of her greatest sin, or like my greatest confusion, and I don't know if you saw it either. It's the way she eats spinach like a lollipop. She like takes a leaf and then she still holds the stem, and it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, May's wild. Oh, my next note was May's acting is really something. Like I really just went on a journey with May and loved it. Like I went out of it saying, yeah, I'd still love her. And then I said, what the hell is happening? Why are this part pissed me off. So in the town, you know, they have this secret. We start to find out that they clearly have a secret. The bartender is like talking to the teen girl, this like 16-year-old girl. And she's like, go see who's at the door. Yeah. And they shoot her because they're like, what? No witness? What? One, she lives in the town.
Yeah.
So wouldn't she already know? Two, why would her opening a door and seeing them give it away?
That's what I was thinking.
Like, why wouldn't they just like hide the gun and then be like, oh, hey, we're just here to talk to the bartender. And she'd be like, okay. But they said, no, kill her. Didn't understand.
I didn't get that. I was like, they could have said like, there's a wolf out here, and like,
yeah, anything. They could have been like, oh, hey, like,
I think that
like
they had to kill a teen, so
we don't have a gun,
mean business or whatever. But
I'm assuming, but I just wrote, what the hell? I said, why are they murdering teens? I said, new girl can't answer the door for a normal looking couple. Why does she have to die for that? And I get it. They have to set us up like, hey, these people mean business. But like plot wise, it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And this is where I was like, oh, okay, so the house needs a sacrifice. Get it? I said, I guess that's weird, better than just like a regular haunting story. Thought that was cool. There's a moment where you can see like feet outside of the door. And I thought that was a really cool shot. I really liked that. I see why people like the movie so much, even though I do think there are things about it that I'm like, oh, that doesn't make sense, or the acting's a little weird. I do like the shots, and I like the lighting and sound design, so a lot of it comes together really well. May's act is really something. Yeah. Why did I say not the dead Annie in the bed?
Oh, yeah, so they kind of like trade off who's having nightmares when her husband is having a nightmare.
Oh, the nightmares.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right. Oh, yeah, I forgot, because I said not the dead Annie, and then I said I like that the husband is experiencing stuff too, because it's like gets rid of that trope. Yeah. We love it. It gets rid of the women must be crazy trope.
Yep. And supernatural proof father.
And I also love that Annie is just like, no, you guys are weird. I only hear my son.
Yeah.
Like, she's in the house like, it's Bobby.
It's Bobby.
And everyone else is like, I don't know.
And she's like, a mother knows best.
Yeah. Okay, girl. They have a seance, and I'm like, yeah, good idea. But honestly, back in the 70s and stuff, that was so, like, normal, I feel like. They were just like, quick, everybody, hold hands. Yeah.
Free love, free ghosts, you know.
It's all free. I love that May was like, fuck right off to that guy.
Yeah.
She's like, no.
Best.
Gets possessed. I do the seance. I get possessed. And I said, classic guy time. This is what guy time is like. Tying up your friend because he's possessed. And then he eats the sock.
Yeah.
Okay, that part.
That was deeply upsetting to me.
He like he put a sock in his mouth to like get him to stop talking, and he just goes home, eats it. And honestly, I think that's really funny. I don't think I've ever seen a movie just go
just slurping down the sock. Yeah.
Ew. And then he just keeps talking like, yeah, whatever. Jacob's actor is great. I love it. And then I said, Jacob, no.
Yeah.
So sad. And then May shot the friend in the head, and then casually just Hope says, okay, open the door.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, move on.
Yep.
This part killed me. Holds up so many knives, and then just goes, it's not much.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, all right, Wolverine. Oh my god, the blood sprays. They're out of control.
I have specific notes about that. We'll get to it in my part.
And like, I don't know how to feel about it because, one, I don't like blood in a movie that's like crazy wild unless it's done really well, really intentional that it's like out of control. But this one, I just don't. I'm like, I didn't even know they were gonna die, so it was a surprise to me.
Yeah.
But why? I don't know. And then she stabs somebody in the neck, all 3 knives.
Yep.
Annie was like, all right, well, I gotta use these, I guess.
She was like, you snuck up on me. I don't know what you expected.
Right? I was like, save one. What if there's another one? And then I was like, well, okay, seems like the house had plenty of sacrifice at this point.
Yeah, that's at least 1.5 families.
Yeah, like, it's so many. I was like, if that town hadn't shown up, the house would have only had 2 people. So why does it need to have those 2 specifically? I was like, I don't get it. And then we get a head burst, classic. Yeah. Ghosts could do that the whole time, you know? Yeah. They really took the blood and gore to new heights.
The blood did spurt to new heights, indeed.
And then I just said, this is why the blood was so funny. Because I'm like, the plot is interesting. It's gentle 1970s, like, lighting. And then it's just so odd. There's so much blood.
Yeah.
But not like 1970s blood. I don't know if that makes sense. But when you watch like Werewolf in London, I feel like there's something so specific about the way that the gore looks in that movie that I'm like, that's the 70s.
Yeah.
But for some reason in this, I'm like, everything is 70s, but then not the blood.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's some millennial blood right there.
Yeah, like I was like, that's 2015 blood. I would know. But all in all, I really liked it. The ending is very sweet. Really cool credits. Yeah. The way that they started the movie and ended the movie was very similar, and I like that a lot.
Love bookends.
It like starts abruptly with the credit or the title. Like I think like a picture frame falls, and then it's like boom, the thing. And I thought that was great. And then he says, hi, Bobby. And then boom, you get the credits again. So that's okay. I all in all, a scary film. The blood, I just don't understand the blood. It like confused me. But I kind of liked it.
My headcanon is that they accidentally added a 0 to their blood budget. And they just like had to use all of it, you know? They were like, well, we have all this blood.
But then, like, I guess it made sense when I found out, like, okay, it was inspired by, like, that slasher film from the 80s. I've not seen it, but it's a slasher film, so I can imagine it probably has a good amount of blood. So it's just like he was mixing ghosts and blood. And I don't know.
It's like, well, the ghosts don't have blood, so I need humans with blood.
Yeah. I think he got me. Like, I think I liked it. I just, you know. I'm excited to hear what you did, what notes you took.
But first, I must cough.
Oh, you have to. I know.
Yeah, you get it. Also, as a side note, they started putting pumpkin beer on the shelves, and I have made it my duty, my sworn sacred duty, to try all of them. And this is the best one so far.
Oh, really? What is it?
At risk of
Sorry, my nose is running.
not getting a brand deal, it's Whole Hog Next Level Brews Pumpkin Ale. It actually tasted very much like pumpkin pie.
Come on, everybody. Sponsor us.
Sponsor us. I really liked it.
The other day, Elmarie asked, we were like out shopping, and she goes, "Oh, I kind of want a pumpkin beer." And then she went, "I think it's too early." And I went, "Kate's drinking it." I said, "Kate's drinking pumpkin beer, so you should just do it." I just used you as an example because I was like, "You had one the other day."
Yeah.
And so I went, "Do it."
Yeah.
She didn't do it though.
Wow. Wow. Well, now you can tell her, like, confirmed, Kate's doing it.
Kate's doing it. You know what we did get though? We got Trader Joe's brand, like, just regular beer, and it's called Simpler Times. It's kind of good.
Yeah.
It's like pretty good. It's like it's darker than like a PBR, but it's like 6% or something, which I was like, hey, for a cheap beer, because it was like, I don't know, it's like $7.99.
Holy shit tits.
For a 12-pack. It was cheap. Yeah. It was cheap. Simpler times,
Simpler times.
you know. But it was just funny. So that's all we have.
Right.
She opted for that instead of the pumpkin.
Wow. Okay, so I understand the choice. I get it. And I respect it.
Yeah.
But, like, it is the season.
Yeah, I think it's the season too. She really talked herself out of it. And she'll listen to this probably in the car like tomorrow, and she'll be like, "What the fuck?
You were the one that said no.
Sorry.
Like, why are you?
You should have just done it, coward."
But yeah, so that was my quick diversion.
I love that.
So my first note was about like the sound design, because it faded in the sound of the wind so gradually, like the
So good.
yeah, and I like it. It was so natural. I looked at it, so I was like, "Is this storming?" Like it.
It's like genuinely great.
Yeah, because I'm used to like films that have like the silence and then like loud music. Like there are a lot of different styles that we've seen, and this one was just like such a slow fade that I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
And then apparently I looked away, and when I looked back, I mistook the logs for a sock monkey. So you look away for 1 minute. Sometimes thinks the logs are sock monkeys. Or a singular sock monkey.
Everyone does it, not just
who among
one
us
person.
has not experienced that at one time or another.
Hey.
Okay. Braggy Braggerson. My next note was this doesn't feel like it was filmed in 2015. And it's like, because the first scene is like in the car. And it's like,
Sorry, let me just.
Yep.
Let me just. There we go.
While you do this, I'm just gonna 2x pumpkin beer it.
I should have brought up my simpler time.
You should have.
I'll do it when I go downstairs. It's fine. When I'm trying to make my bracelets that I can't make.
I am very intrigued about these bracelets. I want to see them.
I'll make one and I'll show it to you.
I'm excited. The cherry thing sounds so cute.
It is gonna be cute.
Okay. So it felt like a very grainy filming style, and then once you're like in the car, you can see like the clarity of the film. It just it felt stylistic at first. So there's a typo in this, but what I intended to type was going in with an open heart and an empty mind, which is how I like to approach. I like to go in not knowing anything and just be ready. What I typed was going in with an open hearty. So don't know what that means.
It's just Tom Hardy with open arms. Oh, I just punched a lamp. I was trying to do Tom Hardy with open arms. I'm aggressive.
I had my questioning of how many doors there were. And then I had a movie pairing idea only based on boiler rooms. It's Blackcoat's daughter. You want boiler rooms here too.
I knew you were gonna say it. I knew you were gonna say it. I can't wait. I can't wait to tell you my movie pairing, because it is yours is based on boiler rooms and mine is based on something else stupid.
I'm so excited because we've done like serious ones before. Not today.
Yeah. Not today.
I
can't wait.
You'd called this out. I love the title cut aligning with like the falling of the picture frame. Like that was chef's kiss.
It's so good.
Oh yeah. And then I had super hazy boiler room lighting, very yellow, but not necessarily warm and homey, more like overly close and hot. Smoke.
Mm-hmm. yeah. I was like, because of the fire.
And then I was vaguely irritated that she pulls out this box of things to unpack. She goes through them like it's a like way of getting through some of the backstory without actually her saying, "This is my son who died." But then she just puts everything back in the box. I was like, "That's not how you unpack." I've done it enough.
She like takes it out, and then she's like, not today.
Yeah, and
that's me. That's me unpacking here. I pick one thing up, and I go, I put it back.
I'm bad at unpacking, but like when I was
just don't want to.
When I was watching it, I was thinking like, okay, yeah, like grief, you're not ready to unpack it, but for some reason, when I was writing this note, I was not getting the vibe that she was too grief-stricken to unpack. I was just like, you're bad at it. What are you doing?
Just didn't understand
she
how
doesn't
it works.
know. Someone needs to help her.
It's not grief.
Let's see. I was trying to share what sounds I was hearing, and it really just it doesn't. I mean, like, we heard droning at first. It sounds kind of like a phone ringing. Then there's a whoosh, and then there's a tinkling. And I was like, this isn't helping at all.
I like this.
And I was like, okay, the ghost really wanted to get moving. Because usually, like, the ghost activity in, like, haunting films starts, like, really small. It's like, oh, you might have missed this. Or, like, you only kind of notice, like, this happens. But it was like, here's a ball, here's a mitt, here's this. And it's just, like, peppering and, like, pelting her.
We were like, come on!
Like, here's a sign! Yeah, come on! Here's a second sign!
Fucking hurry up!
And it reminded me of the, fuck, what was it? The TikTok idea we have of the medium. That's like, yeah.
You're like, slow down!
I'm trying to answer!
I can't spell!
Do you want to be the little boy or do you want to be the medium?
I want to be. I don't know. I think I want to be.
I think that because I think that I can just like ask questions rapid fire. I don't know if I can like simulate the frustration.
Stop it! I'm only 4.
I don't know how to count past 10.
Imagine just like you're asking a ghost a question and they're like, I don't fucking know.
My next note was haunted baseball, very changeling of like the ball.
Oh yeah.
And then Dave and mystery wife, only a mystery because I wasn't paying attention to her name. It was Kat. Truly, they introduced her in that moment.
I moved too much for my camera. My camera's like, fucking settle down. Look at me. Okay, come on. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm a mover. I can't help it.
I get it. Boy, do I get it.
I gotta move.
So then this note, this is before they actually like give the note to her. It's when they're like talking about it and like talking about Dagmar's family and stuff. And they're like, take care of this old place. It needs a family. And in all caps, I wrote, like to eat? I was on top of it. Context clues, I see them.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah, I get some things.
You choose.
White men are not among them.
And that's fair.
I just, there's not enough space in this noggin for all them.
Get rid of stuff that's not important. White men.
Anything that's not fine dining and breathing. Sorry, SpongeBob reference. Like SpongeBob! I think about that episode so much.
Oh my god. I haven't thought about that episode. It's so long, and you just brought it back.
When they're like, what's his name? What's his name? And they're like going through like all the little SpongeBobs in his brain. I think about that a lot. Okay, so then cut to when she's like, she has the nightmare and she wakes up, she, you know, ghostly things, and then the way she like puts her arm around him, like she's testing, like, hug husband, question mark? Maybe. And then he's like, yeah, and she's like, period.
Where my hug at?
Then I'm saving that for later. You and I might have saved the same scariest moment.
I hope, because, like, honestly, I don't even... Oh, no. I think I got it. I had to look at my phone to be like, is that it? Yeah.
Actually, I have two that I put, maybe this is my scariest moment, and they were around the same time that you said, hold on, I'm saving this, so it could be either of them. Let's see. I said, oh no, I'm obsessed with May.
We love May.
I love May. Including the way she eats spinach, I guess. I don't know.
Like, what was that? Just
ma'am. I anticipate the director was like, okay, so Jacob is like, he shovels food in his mouth, some of it falls out, like this is this very clear difference.
And then there's May.
They're like, eat daintily, and instead of like fork them, she's like,
we need to take a picture of that moment and then do a poll on Instagram. Be like, is this how you eat spinach? Be honest.
Be honest. It's okay. We're all friends here. Is this how you eat spinach?
And then we drag their ass if they say yes.
Here's the list of people who said yes. Anyway. Let's see. Jacob, Noggin, Torrance. Weird groovy music. And then the weird groovy music became diegetic in the bar. And I thought that was pretty cool. I liked it.
Good stuff.
Let's see. We find out that the son, Bobby, only died like 2 months previously. And it was like...
Yeah, I was like...
That's...
Real quick.
Yeah, I thought that, like, based on the way that the husband was treating the wife, that maybe it was like a year.
I know.
It's time to move on. He only died yesterday. Like, what?
Bet you feel bad about making fun of her for putting those pictures back now.
Yeah, I feel a little bad. Let's see. She says she wants to relax. LOL, I promise you the restaurant's more relaxing than what you'll encounter in that house.
Oh, they should have just said.
They should, yeah. Mild Dutch angles, and then they had some not mild Dutch angles, like medium and fire. You know. May ate that spinach leaf like a lollipop. So the last thing that you heard me say was the thing about the lollipop spinach.
Yeah, you were like, and then she ate that spinach.
Yeah. So let's see. He looks too excited about the basement for my taste.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you mentioned, like, what's so nice about it? Like, what is, like, hands rubbing nice about it? Because he does that, like, creepy, like, hand thing that I don't, like, I can't do it, but other people can. I was just like, what's hands rubbing nice about it? I don't get it. Let's see. Oh, the house, when it resets itself after it kills Danny and Harry, that was cool.
I know.
That was chilling, but very cool.
It was good.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just checking. New girl. And then, so after that he kills the teenager with the shotgun, as one does when trying to conceal a conspiracy.
Totally.
I put in all caps, okay, I knew it was a town situations.
You were like, I knew it from the start.
And then I have, like, his whole monologue, like, it wakes up every 30 years like clockwork, and it's hungry. And at the end, I just put, fucking called it.
The house needs a family. To eat?
To eat?
Called it.
I just spit. So, I really love Jacob's, like, you know, he jokes about having a seance as soon as they leave, and then he literally breaks out the candles. That was comedy gold. Loved it. Let's see. So one of them says, you think she'd be okay with this? And he says, absolutely not. That's why we got to do it now. And then parentheses, Dutch angle to show it was a good choice for them.
I love it.
And then I was like, is Bobby going to do a ghostly protect?
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's not Bobby, he says desperately. And then the candles are blown out mysteriously.
I love
that. Yep. Let's see. I'm like, ooh. Okay, I said, look at him. He's chomping on socks. Oh, God, swallowing socks. And then I was like, if they're full cotton, should they pass? And then I was actually thinking, like, okay, well, they're biodegradable, but I don't know if the density of them would pass. I made a lot of hand motions there that I'm regretting doing on video.
You could, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah.
Guess we'll have to find out. Eat a sock.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. Let's see. May tries to get Jacob to fight the Dagmar influence. The town people across the yard all riled up.
They're all riled up.
Yep. And then this is an episode of Supernatural minus the house. It's a yearly tree grove situation in Supernatural. And then this note, when I was watching it again, I came back and was like, I had to mention this, right? Like, there's no way I can't mention this moment. And I did, don't worry. It was spinning camera as a burned body mauls a burly man, which feels like a theater warm-up. As a burned body mauls a burly man.
You just picture it. You're all dressed up. You're all about to perform Wizard of Oz.
As a burned body mauls a burly man.
Be nice.
Can you? Let's see.
No fighting.
Milo's. I really love
staring at the cat. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I had to yell. I was like, "Don't."
Oh. Yeah, okay, we're good. He was planning a violence.
He was.
The hole in the basement exhales blood sprays, and I loved that. I thought that every death was going to be like, now time for the hole. It's like, pew. To reference another SpongeBob episode where he's like, ba 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 ba. It's like the jellyfish song, and like he points to the clams, and they do the thing. To me, it was the blood spray coming out of the wall.
Point at the house. Just
that, yeah. And then under the burning table, a hot puff of blood. Like, I just really loved when the inanimate objects got in on the fun. And it was, like, a very interesting way of doing a gory discretion shot of, like, there is no discretion in other parts of the film. But in this moment, we're like, we kind of ran out of ways to rip a head into. So, like, shove them under the table and we'll just have a blood spray. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Let's see... The folks. Oh, she holds an old school sickle and swings with her handful of knives.
A handful of knives.
And then this is my moment, because when she stabbed her with the handful of knives, there were gentle arterial sprays.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, that was just so like, it's like a fountain getting started.
Like compared to what you've been doing.
Yeah, it was just so gentle. And I was like, that's not, anyway. Then I wrote, did Bobby become besties with the burned family? And I said, Bobby and the Burned Bodies is my next EP.
We're Bobby and the Burned Bodies. Go visit our merch table.
To be here tonight. And then this was one note that I didn't get in my original. I had the first half, and then the second half was when I was rewatching it. I was like, okay, why didn't I mention this? So Dave tries to appeal to the grief of like, it'll be so much easier if you just let go. And they're like, fuck you, old man. And I'm like, I love that.
Incredible.
So good. So many heads explode.
So many.
They hold burning hands and then get to nap for 30 years.
Oh, loving that.
I loved the credits being the newspapers.
Oh, I know.
And like the exterior and like the grain on it.
So good.
And then my last note is this a good film? I don't know. Did I have fun? Absolutely. And it's like, it doesn't do anything new in terms of story, but I'm such a slut for haunted houses and cursed locations and towns with dark secrets. Like, this is what I love.
I like that it was like haunted house at first, and then it's like dark secret from a town, and then it's just gory, and it's like, I don't know how I felt. I was like, it's good. I think Cricket's going. Wait, is that Cricket or Goose?
Cricket.
Yeah.
You heard her?
Oh yeah.
Oops. Her voice carries.
But yeah, I agree. I don't know if I think I did. I had fun. So like, no matter what, I had fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
One curl's too
so
much.
You said you had a really you said you had a good double feature?
Yeah. So what was yours again?
So I said for Boiler Rooms only, the Blackcoat's Daughter.
So similarly.
And then I had a few others that were more or less slightly serious, but not really.
I from Dirt Basement alone, I think we should be paired with Demon House, the Ghost Adventures movie where Zach Bagans investigates a haunted house, because the basement looks just like that. And there's like, there's a part in the movie where he's like in the basement and he's like, it's the darkest part of the house. And there's like I don't know if they invited like a priest, or they invited somebody to like come with them and like look at the house. And all of a sudden it cuts away and Zach goes, in this moment, I could feel myself getting violent towards whatever his name is. And then he goes, and I lunged at him. And it's like, and then they cut back, right? And they're in this quiet basement. They're chatting. And Zach, out of nowhere, just goes, but like, just like that, like barely. So like the priest is talking and he's like, oh yeah. And Zach goes,
so you hiccuped.
Yeah, and then he just like keeps talking and he goes, as you can see, I almost attacked it. She's like, what? And so whenever I thought of the dirt basement, I would be like, oh man, remember when Zach went nuts and almost got that priest? That one little, it was tiny. And he's like, I was clearly possessed. I couldn't stop laughing. I saw that movie in fucking theaters. It was so funny. Like,
we need to watch that.
We need to. I need you to see the moment. It's so funny. It's just so subtle. And he's just like, I went nuts. And he's like, eh.
Oh, God. My favorite Zach Bagans moment ever is the move.
It's one of my favorites. He ran past him so fast. He like knocked him to the ground. He did not give a as it goes in every single episode of Ghost Adventures, he doesn't give a fuck whether Aaron lives or dies.
No.
He would prefer if he died. It'd be great for viewer count. Like, he's like, I wish.
Yeah. He's like, one of these days.
So that's my double feature, is because every time I would see them in the basement, I'd be like, wow, just like that basement in Demon House.
Just like that basement. My only other one was Ready or Not. That's for the sacrificial aspect, gore, head exploding, and impaling. Because like lots of heads explode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I was I kept thinking that book, Hide, that I read, and I was like, oh, you could pair it with that. And I was like, if you want to read, I guess.
I want
to read. So.
I don't know if you can see Cricket in the recording, like you can see Cricket, but in this moment I don't know if you can see her. Okay, the other day she like flopped to like get pets, but she flopped too far and fell right out. And I tried to catch her and I didn't.
Oh my god. You can't see it. Milo's under my desk right now and I'm petting him with my foot, and if I try to stop, he takes his paws and he grabs my foot to pull it like closer. So I have to keep looking down to be like, yeah, I'm petting. Okay, I'm stopping.
Yeah.
I'm stopping. He's staring at my foot like, come on, man. What are you doing? All right, sorry, bud. Hi. I love you.
You're fast. Okay, so we have two options for double features. Yeah. Scariest moment.
Okay, so he's scratching my butt. I think, okay, so I don't remember it like perfectly because it was quick, but there's like a moment where the burnt child just like runs like quickly.
Yeah,
I hated it.
Runs at the repairman.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. That was my second choice.
I didn't like it at all because you know me, kids are scary.
And then if they're wearing a tank top,
was he wearing a tank top?
I don't think so. I don't know if they were wearing much of anything.
I thought for sure he had a tank top, but then I thought maybe not.
In this film?
Oh, not in this film.
Oh, I was like, they burned. I don't think they're any clothes.
I've made it
in the original.
Yeah, in the original.
It follows, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I've made it in my head so clear that he had a tank top in that. And I'm like, he better. In this, just kids scare me. I just, gets me every time.
Yeah. So that was my second choice. Nice. My first choice, I had to choose because I legit, like, I have my headphones on and I said, Jesus. And Boy If Derogatory was like, what? What happened? Like, from behind me. And I was like, sorry. So it was the image reflection in the frame. So it's like, it has a frame picture of the family. And you're like, okay, cool. Something's going to happen. And then, like, burned face is reflected.
Yeah, that was spooky.
It got me. Yeah, it's like I knew something was going to happen, and it did, and I was scared.
Speaking of Boy If Derogatory, though, you put that in the games chat the other day, and Elmarie fully did not know that story, so she was like, kind of weird that Kate's just saying Boy If Derogatory. Is she mad? And I was like, no, it's like, and I told her, I was like, you weren't there, you don't remember that? And she's like, no. She was like, why is she saying that? She's like, kind of funny. Like, I get it. It's funny. And I was like, yeah, it is funny, especially if you know the
why it happened. I like off recording, off camera, I was like, hey, if it upsets you, I won't say that. He's like, no, being mad is part of the funny part. So like,
that's why it's funny.
Yeah. So I've gotten clearance.
It's okay, guys. She can say this. It was just very funny. Emery was just like, oh, dang. I don't get it.
Just like, is that like a not lesbian
She's
thing?
like, is that just like, I don't really understand. Are they like, they fighting or? I was like, no.
No.
And I couldn't, and I guess I was like, I hear it all the time because like we'll talk and I'm like, yeah, duh, boy, derogatory. And then in my head, I was like, yeah, she's heard it every time you said it too. So what are you confused about? And then I was like, I guess probably she hasn't. So in her head, it was just you being like, my boyfriend, derogatory for like no reason. And so I was like,
my boyfriend does scoundrel.
I could see why she was confused if you would say this. Oh my God, now he's fully rolling on his back over my feet.
Oh,
you're being a freak, little man. It's so funny because no one can see him, but he's here.
Yeah, no, I can see it in my heart.
I'll send you a picture so you can really understand where we're going here.
I'll send you a picture of some clouds that I saw yesterday.
Perfect. Hi.
They're really pretty clouds.
I'm sending you a picture of my feet petting him because he won't stop. There you go.
Also, there's a painting of a ship like on stormy seas in a warehouse where I attend aerial classes.
Love that.
It's just like, this is a loading dock, and then just like
ships?
in the loading bay. Yeah, I'll just send you a picture of that. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, I haven't received yours yet, unless it's on Snap.
I'm seeing some clouds. It is on Snap. Oh, the ships.
Okay. Yeah.
I love them.
Oh, the baby.
So every time I look down, it's just him underneath, like, hey, you gonna pet me with those feet?
He's just like,
so strange.
So oh, he's a perfect
I love him. He pooped at a pet store today, so.
They've seen it.
I know. I was like, he's never done it before. And then all of a sudden I look over as I'm like searching through the treats and I go, oh, he pooped. I was like, God, why?
He's like, I'm making room for the treats.
Yeah, he's like, clearly you're about to feed me.
Yeah. There was, so like one of my friends was dog sitting for their like in-laws. And so there were 4 dogs in a house. And the youngest one was just like still a scamp, like not technically a puppy anymore, but like maybe like a year to 2 years old, still like very scamp. And so I had just gotten home from something and like we're all petting all the dogs and they're all excited. And then this one just walks in the middle of all of us talking and then shits just in front of all, like we're in a ring and she just shits in the middle. We're inside. Like,
she was like, are you guys done talking?
Because I think I'm the most important. And it should go without saying that while we're talking, we are petting every dog in arm's reach. Like, we are not, like...
ignoring.
We're not withholding love. And so they come in. It was great.
That's a power move.
It is.
I
to just
that.
walk in. Yeah. Do you want some tropes?
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, shit. Let's see. We have asshole victim. So everyone that like came to kill the family because the Dagmars weren't doing their business died a very gruesome death.
Everyone who actually tried to murder that family.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. Not a good guy.
Surprising? Yeah. So it's like they got a really disgusting, awful ending. They also were assholes. Yeah. So like asshole victim. Let's see. Boom, headshot. That was May.
Yeah.
It's like the jump scare of the creative closing credits.
Those are good.
We talked about those with like for anyone who hasn't seen it, the closing credits are like newspaper clippings and stuff of like the history of the house and stuff. Say and stuff one more time.
Stuff?
So stuff? I'll do it. Then Cruel and Unusual Death. I think we're familiar.
Which one?
Which one? Demonic possession. We got one of those with Jacob.
We did.
Because he'll be like saying things and then slowing down.
Yeah.
And it's like while he was like slowing down his talking, it was like he was trying to find the words. And it's like, I get that because I'll get lost in a sentence and be like, I have to find my way back before someone thinks I'm done.
Hold on.
But then the demon took that pause and was like, and burned the flesh from his body. I was like, well, that's not how I was going to finish it, but okay.
I have it. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I got you, queen.
We finish each other's sacrifices.
And you're like, ooh, that's not what I was going to say. This is so awkward.
Then we have the drone of dread, as you called out the I see his name spelled out, and good on you for saying it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Tried really hard.
Impaled with extreme prejudice. There were
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a good one. Our ghosts are different, so anytime there's a ghost, it's like there are so many different like iterations of ghosts, and this one had burning ones. Roaring rampage of revenge. So the Dagmars are like mostly.
I liked that.
That's not okay. They're mostly peacefully coexisting with the Sachetes. Man. Okay.
Screaming.
Yeah. She's a loud girl for how tiny she is.
She is.
I call her Cricket, comma, the one who screams.
It's so
That is
true.
her full name. Hello, ma'am. Oh, but yeah, they were like mostly peaceful, mostly
peaceful.
Yeah, with the Sachetes. But then the townspeople came in and they're like, okay, hold on, we'll get our revenge. We're gonna do it this way instead.
Peaceful. Not on our watch.
No. Shotgun crazy. So Dave, just a girl opens a door and he's like, death.
Get her.
See, that's two women opening doors that are just immediately killed by him.
know.
He has a thing for it. He has a problem, maybe. I'm willing to say
Gotta get
that
it together.
potentially it veers into problem territory. So, shout out. You already called out that, like, this was inspired by, or, like, kind of a love letter to, but there were some others, apparently. I don't know any of these, but they said, like, Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos is, like, in one of Bobby's, like, possession boxes that she doesn't unpack.
Which she doesn't unpack.
No, she
Can't
doesn't
do it.
unpack. Yeah, and then Larry Fessenden's character meets a fate identical to that of his character in Session 9. I don't know any of those.
Oh, okay.
And then the fictional town of Aylesbury is a reference to the town mentioned by H.P. Lovecraft in the Dunwich Horror. Miskatonic River is also name dropped during the credits. I'm just going to take their word for it and say, that happened.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then I think we all know and love this one. Town with the Dark Secret.
Town with a dark secret. Where?
Yeah. I don't know if that came up. You might be reading too much into it.
Don't gaslight me. Be like, oh, actually, Nikki, there was this moment that happened that you didn't see. I wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, dang, that's crazy. Remember when the whole town rose up into the sky and exploded? That was wild.
Yeah, and then there was a pool.
Oh.
And, you know, the rule of pool really factored in.
What's annoying is that, okay, listen. Why am I yelling at you as if you did anything wrong? But listen, okay. Ever since I didn't see that ending and then had to go and rewatch it behind your shoulder, like during an episode, now I think about it all the time. Every time someone says pool, I go, I know a pool. I've seen a pool before.
Once there was a pool.
I didn't fall asleep. Kate, I didn't. What happened?
I think you were sick at the time. It was like a fever dream situation.
When am I not? I probably was sick, and I was just like, good movie, and just turned it off.
Oh, God.
So, you know.
So I think that we're both confused about our ratings. But we'll find a scale before deciding.
I'm just gonna let the number speak to me. I don't know.
Okay. So there were two things that you said and one thing that I had for potential scales. Gentle arterial sprays, turtleneck count, and dirt basement.
Okay. The whole time we've been sitting here, I've been like, it's going to be turtlenecks. It's going to be turtlenecks. But then Dirt Basement. I did talk about the Dirt Basement a lot. I do like the Dirt Basement. Ooh.
And it's hard to say how many turtleneck counts do you give it, because is it like...
Here's the thing. I kind of only think there were 2. Like, I don't even think there's that many.
How many 2 turtlenecks do you give it?
I'm just passionate.
So a Dirt Basement?
Yeah.
Or like a dueling turtlenecks.
I really can only picture like 1 turtleneck. 2. I know there's 2. Let's do Dirt Basement, because I'm passionate about that too.
Okay. I think I have mine.
Fuck, I forgot I had to give a number. I was like, I'll let it speak to me. And then I just did it. I think I have it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
We both gave it 4 Dirt Basements. My thought... Oh,
she is. I'm like, oh, look at her go.
So I mentioned it at the end of my notes. Like, it doesn't do anything new, but it's still fun. I will say that the second time, when you already know that, like, you're in for a bloodbath, it's not as entertaining to watch the second time. It's like, it's more about the shock value, and not, like, the shock value in, like, Squick, or, like, it's more about, like, you weren't expecting it, and not of, like, this is a shocking image.
It just, like, surprises you. You're like, oh.
Yeah, and so once you're in on the surprise, it's like, I remember that arterial spray, but it's not as captivating the second time. So it's a fun movie. Yeah. I liked it a lot. There was a lot to talk about. It's a trope I love. Yeah. It's not, like, memorable for what it does. Yeah. New. But yeah, that's my thought. So 4 Dirt Basements.
Yeah, I agree. I also gave it 4 Dirt Basements. I think for the same reason, like, I like it. I understand why so many people liked it and, like, kept giving it high ratings and saying, like, oh, it's so good, because it is different in the way that it's, like, shot. It's shot really well. Especially for low budget. I think that, like, if I go into it with the mindset of, like, this is a low budget film, I don't expect, like, you know, perfection. And not that you should for any movie, but you know what I mean. It's good. It's fun. I had a good time. Yeah. You know how I say things are popcorn movies, where I'm like, at the time you're having fun just eating popcorn. It's above that. Yeah. Like, I want to talk about it after, and, like, if anybody said they wanted to see it, I would be like, yeah, you should watch it. Like, it's fun, you know? But yeah, it's odd. It's just one of those movies that's like an enigma, where I'm like, oh, so 4 sounds perfect.
I feel like it would have made more sense if it was made in the 80s. Like, yeah, it feels like so much of it is like, and this was made in 2015. Like,
it's so strange. Like, yeah, the blood comes out of nowhere, and, like, I feel like they took a hat and just, like, chose a genre, like, out of the hat, and then said, you have to make these work. If someone told me this was, like, a 48-hour film festival project, like someone's project, I would believe it. I'd be like, oh, sick, and they did a great job, you know? Because that's what they do. They're like, oh, you have to incorporate this word, this genre, it has to look like this. So I'm like, that's what it feels like. It feels like they drew a bunch of stuff out of a hat and said, how can we make it work? And it does. I had a good time. Yeah.
I had a good time.
Jack Nicholson's in it.
Yeah. Young Jack Nicholson.
Specifically.
When he's young. Yeah.
So yeah, I think 4 makes sense.
We all know that that's just a ha-ha.
And we all know that, Kate.
We all
know.
Jack
Nicholson's not in the movie.
We know
he's not in it. Are you okay?
Okay. I think I'll be fine.
Okay, he's not in it. Shit. So yeah, 4.
4. All right, so that's a total of 8 Dirt Basements, which is
a lot.
I don't know if that's enough for Bagans to
about to say, I'm like,
lunge at priests.
8 Zach Bagans going. One priest.
It's like one of those reflecting, like, kaleidoscope things, and it's like 8 Zach Bagans to the center priest.
I'm gonna find the clip and I'm gonna send it to you. What if he's like, he like physically attacks this man and I just like forgot? But no, I swear to God, I think he just lunges once and he's like, oh, I went crazy. Like a confessional.
I do like the reality confessional style, and then I realized confessional priest, that's not what I meant. But the reality is still, and like the priest just scratches down his face, like, and then he lunged at me.
It's like, yeah, you like physically attacked the shit out of me, and I'm like, it's funny, he did nothing.
I'm still scared of edgy men.
Every time I see giant glasses and a spiky haircut, I have to turn around.
If someone says Aaron, I cringe.
Move. Not blurry because I tried to push Aaron out of the way. My favorite thing now.
Aaron's spirit is like, I will not be moved.
My favorite thing is to salute now when it gets to my face. Reporting for duty. Please. Come on. Come on. Last time it just worked when I got mad.
Yeah. You got grumps.
Got a zig on it. Zig and zag.
Yeah.
Buddy?
I feel like it's focused on your microphone right now.
Don't look at that. Look at me.
It's for me.
Look at me. There it is.
Oh! There it is. Yeah, you just had to establish dominance. Obviously.
I don't like that.
So I feel like that covers our discussion of We're Still Here.
Yes.
Which became slightly feral. I don't know if you noticed, it's been 2 months since we recorded.
It's been 2 months, and like,
yeah,
I'm unemployed. I'm just like, I'm on island time, but like stressed island time 24/7.
Yeah, deserted island time.
Yeah,
we're like, I need the food.
Like, somebody help. But I'm also like
not vacation
chilling,
island,
you know.
Yeah. Well, if you enjoyed your island time with us, we would really appreciate it if you'd rate and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. Or just like tell a friend to listen. That makes a huge difference.
Please,
truly.
Please. I need this.
Please.
Desperate.
You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Just Ghoul With It. Is the TikTok also Just Ghoul With It?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, cool.
It's either that or
Nikki
Just
does
Ghoul
the
With It
TikTok.
podcast, but just search Just Ghoul With It. We'll pop up.
Yeah, we'll pop up. Unless there's another one out there trying to nose in
Sue
our
them.
territory.
I'll sue them for all their work.
Let's see. Every week that we do an episode, we'll post the movie for the week. We have no context quotes, and we're also going to be posting clips from the episodes. And then eventually the full-length episodes will go on YouTube, but they go to our patrons first because we love them.
What's the episode that we had to put on YouTube last time?
28 Days Later.
28 Days Later, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you did everything, and I was like, I'm gonna sit on it, and then I sat on it. I sat on it.
We should post that one, and then to get ready for this one. Be like, it's
Yeah.
coming. We're back.
It's coming.
We're back, baby.
And my hair is very different from the last time they saw me.
You popped up on the screen, and I was like, oh, I've seen it. Like, I've seen it. And I still was like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, last time you saw it was pink. Today I'm blonde.
True. I was going to say the pink is gone, but yeah.
I have to put it there,
I like
and
it.
I'm kind of lazy, so it's just blonde when I'm too lazy to put pink
though.
in.
That's cute.
Thank you.
Who knows what'll happen with mine? We'll get there.
I'm enjoying it. I see your little curls. I'm just
blonde.
Like, yeah. So, if you'd like to take... Nope. If you'd like to support us.
Out to dinner. I love Italian.
And I'm really into those small plate places that have
I
like
love tapas.
cute cocktails. Sangria?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. If you'd like to support us or take us out, you can take a look at our Patreon. You can't take us out through our Patreon, but you could take a look at our Patreon.
Yeah, you should.
It's patreon.com/justghoulwithit. And we would like to take this opportunity to thank our patrons. They're the best. Kim, Kelly, Nihar, Rachel, Kelsey, Sula, Katie, Morgan, Brady, Kenny, Janice, Brian, Dalton, Andrew, and Lydia. And we have new cover art.
Yeah. I was like, no, we don't. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? And the new cover art is also by our very own Nikki Sullivan.
I actually need to fix it. Elle Marie, my partner, was like, hey, I love the new cover art. Love it, by the way. And she goes, can't read it. It's like only on like Spotify
Black background
and stuff like that. So she's like, just, maybe. And I was like, yeah, I'll fix it. So I forgot to do that, but I should.
We'll have even newer cover art. Yeah, so new, so fresh.
So long ago, and I went, sure.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So if you're having trouble finding us, look closer. It's probably there.